Om. 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 Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvavighnopashantaye. Om Sadashivasamarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeki Murtibheda Vibhagine Vyomavad-vyapta Devaya Dakshinamurtaye Namah. Bhaja Govindam, please read 13 and 14.
काते कान्ता धनगत चिन्ता वातुलकिं तव नास्ति नियन्ता त्रिजगति सज्जन संगतिरेका भवति भवार्णवतरणे नौका जटिलो मुण्डीलुञ्चितकेशः काषायाम्बर बहुकृतवेषः पश्यन्नपि च न पश्यति मूढः युदरनिमित्तः बहुकृतवेषः भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे
Sajjana Sangati Eka Bhavarnavatarane Nauka Bhavati. Very important thing, how to begin with the spiritual pursuit, the human goal of life for which we have taken this particular embodiment. To begin with, always Sajjana Sangati, be in the company of the people. Good yes, Sajjana means those who know Shastra, those who live in accordance with Shastra, those who are putting forth effort to gain the ultimate goal of life, or those who have already got the life, such a life they have accomplished, goal they have accomplished. So that alone can be the boat to cross over this ocean of samsara. But before that, we should know that this problem of samsara is there. The problem with majority there, they don't know that such a problem is there. So that's why texts like Bhaja Govindam, which whip you and make you think that this is the problem. Know the problem first. In fact, here, nothing new is told. These all are the ways of things that we find in the word only, but we don't pay attention to them. Why? Not deliberately, but we are so much preoccupied elsewhere. Where is elsewhere? In sense pursuits, in sense pleasures, for which anything and everything needs to be acquired. And our total preoccupation is only in that. Animals have got seasons and reasons. They are programmed. As per the season only they behave. Man is the only creation, one who is what? Having got buddhi, a faculty of choice, can do even those things which can ruin that person in spite of intelligence, in spite of education. For example, the glaring example is that of Ravana. Ravana learned more Shastra than Rama. But not only he got ruined, he ruined his entire clan. So the Sajja Sangati is very important in life. The company we keep determines what we are. Even the parents have to take care of the children, what company they keep. Rich people, they keep their ayahs, maid servant. In whose hand the children are there. And they look out, they take the park, etc., etc. And these ayahs go on talking to some other rubbish thing with the drivers, etc. And the child is there. All these samskaras, what the child unknowingly, unintentionally, about, even from the standpoint of parents, they imbibe. What will they become in life afterwards? Someone said, the children will weep when the ayah dies and not when the mother dies. But they know what ayah only, maid servants only. Parents, mother, etc., once in a while, evening, when she returns from office, etc. At least to some extent, some cases in India, the grandparents are there, but not in every case. So one should be very careful about this Sangha company and the duties of the parents. The first and foremost duty of the parent, that whether in the surrounding, in the school, with society, children keep the good company. Now here, from a higher standpoint, for everyone, that satsanga, company of such wise people who know what the goal of life is something very important. This we have seen, other than Bhaja Govindam, that these slokas about 12 slokas are over, and they say it is by Adi Shankara himself, Shankaracharya himself. We don't have clear-cut proof to this effect, but they say it. And the subsequent verses from this 14 onwards is given by the followers, the disciples who were accompanying Shankaracharya. Here, the varieties of means adopted by those people who, having taken to this path of gaining the highest goal of life, have gone astray and finally their pursuit has got reduced to a means to stomach, means to fill up their stomach. Very, very bad. Such people are no better than beggars. So here is the one disciple of Shankaracharya who brings to notice of people of such pitfalls. One who has to be very careful about it. Here are few examples of how they present themselves, etc. You can go to this Rishikesh, etc. You will find these varieties. So in the Ganges bank and all that, crowded place, some varieties you can find there. So that they are not true seekers. Maybe to begin with they started, but somehow they gone astray, etc. So a few samples here. Jatilaha. Jatilaha means one who has got, one who keeps matted locks, hair grown, and they apply some milk. Milk is not this milk. The juice from some tree, maybe even the banyan tree possibly. See, when Rama was to go to Vanavasa, he got this hair, etc., that he made it in the matted locks. Because washing, etc., becomes otherwise very cumbersome. So, Jatilaha. Generally, some sadhaks or sannyasis, they do this. Mundi. Munda is head. Mundi means clean shaven head. This is a variety we find often. Lunchita kesha. Some take to such penance, very painful. What they do, they pluck the hair. I think in Jain community, this the sadhus they do, I believe, I don't know. They pluck the hair, very painful. Lunchita kesha. Kashayambara bahukrita vesha. Kashayambara, wearing ochre robes, wearing the sannyasi clothes. Kashaya. Kashaya ochre, ochre robes. Ochre robe signifies fire. Fire stands for knowledge principle and also the principle which burns the unwanted thing. So, Kashaya reminds of destruction of the low tendencies and taking to seriously the pursuit of gaining Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. That is why it is called as Vividisha Sannyasi. Vividisha Sannyasa means Vividisha means Veditum Icha. He is a person who has got intense desire to know Atma Sarupa, for which he has already prepared himself. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmano nirvedamaya nasti akrita akritena tad vijnanartham sa gurumevapi gachet Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Samitpani. We have seen in this Upanishad. So he has analyzed the life and discovered for himself, not because Shastra says or Guru teaches. Of course, it made use of that. Based on that, he has verified that even the best that one can gain in this world by even becoming emperor of emperors cannot truly satisfy the man, cannot truly satisfy anyone. Na vittena tarpaniyo manusya. By vitta, not simply wealth. Anything and everything is exalted one, which everyone seeks. None of such things. Human cannot be made contented. The perennial urge to be happy, free from sorrow, live forever, this fundamental urge in everyone without exception cannot be fulfilled by even such highest accomplishment in life, highest accomplishment that are possible in the human embodiment. So therefore, he has no more taste for these nirvedam, vairagya. And he has heard somewhere that there is something called Atma Dhyana, Brahma Dhyana. And those jnanis who have not only studied Shastra, but also verified this truth, can help in this regard. So the right attitude, so Samit Pani, etc., shows the supplicant attitude of a disciple. They approach the Guru. So that's why it is Vividisha Sannyasa. Such sannyasi have got already Vairagya. To some extent, they have figured out the problem of life. To other extent, they also know from whom they can get the help. This is minimum expected of a sannyasi who wears the pucker robe. Otherwise, is only what? Kapada sannyasi. A sannyasi only from the sense of robe. Kapada sannyasi. I got this phrase, kapada, from a mad person. Somewhere I heard. So, kapada sannyasi. So, that is here. Now, here is a person who has gone astray from the final goal of life and only were donning a pucker robe. Bahukrita vesha. Variety of such things. Even they sit on the nail and all that they do, many things, many acrobatics they do. Now see these people, they know what is the final goal of life. To begin with, some enthusiasm was there. Not that it was not at all there. But afterward, they fell a prey to lower demands in life, and the pursuit that they are taken to gets turned into only a means to fill up their stomach. Pet ke vaste. And such people are mercilessly whipped and criticized Pashyannapi cha na pashyati mudha. Mudha, fool, idiot. Pashyan api na pashyati. It's the very interesting phrase it is. In spite of seeing, in spite of knowing what is the highest goal of life, na pashyati. He ignores as if he knows it not. Pashyannapi pashyati mudha. The glories of this spiritual life, as far as you are, or so long as those who are in India, Bharat, it is the very blood of the culture. Nobody can ignore it. He knows, and yet doesn't take the proper pursuit to accomplish in life. Say, once a thief stole something precious belonging to a king. King came to know. Is he going to leave like that? And this person was chased. And he ran and said, etc. Now he had no way to hide himself. The king is coming closer and closer. Suddenly he found a hermitage. And he entered it. He found nobody there inside. All clothes, etc. are there. Yes. Sannyasi's clothes, etc. are there. What he did was, he disguised himself as a sannyasi. Clothes were, Kasha Ambara was already readily available. And sat in meditation. So king came searching here and there. He entered the hermitage ashram also. But king was a very dharmic person, devoted person. And he saw inside a sadhu sitting in meditation. He forgot the chasing of the thief. And with all reverence, he did pranam to Sakshat Dandavata to this sadhu. Who is sadhu? Thief. Seeing all these things. And he offered something like gold, etc., precious things. But he found that this sadhu was not interested at all. He had perfect vairagya. He was very much pleased. So one more namaskara for his additional vairagya. The thief is seeing all these things. And it made him think, I am a thief. All that I've done is adorned a ochre robe. And how much respect it gets only because the pursuit, the highest pursuit they take to in life. If I get because it's such as putting on a clothes, if I take really to this pursuit, how nice it could be. That mind change for better. The right values of life got set in. Thief. And he felt, I should be really grateful this king. He taught me a great lesson in life and got up and did namaskar to whom? King Agwas, great sadhu, the sannyasi, doing namaskar to me. No, no, no. Then the thief confessed, I am not a sannyasi, I am not a sadhu, I am the thief that you are chasing. King was very much impressed that he has that openness of mind to confess what he was. At the same time, he had developed the value for the higher goal of life. Passion is slight, but in his case, transformation took place. Others are, they know it and then ignore afterward. Passion apichana pashyati mudha. So that is how pashyati mudha. I came across one actual incident in US. There was a notorious drug peddler and police were chasing him. They tried many times, but he was a very smart guy. He used to give slip to the police. One day, somehow they were to arrest him. But what happened was, there was one procession and Sankirtana of this Hare Ram, Hare Krishna participant. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna with a drum, etc. A big group was there. This drug peddler slowly crept in that crowd along with that. And he started singing Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Finally, that procession ended in entering a ISKCON temple, ashram complex. He also entered. The police could not find out where he is. They can't go simply go in the ashram and make a noise, etc. So they have to give up. So what he can do, he can't come out. So night time it was. He went to the chief and he said, I would like to join the ashram. Okay. He allowed. But the hell broke from next day morning. This person is not accustomed to get up early in the morning. And here, 4:35, we have to get up, attend prayers, all this thing. And then what? Morning, they will give you a drum, some books. You have to go in the streets here and there. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, sell the books, etc. Come in the evening. He could not cope up with that routine. Very, very torturous thing to him. But what can he do? He has to escape. Somehow, 6 months he pulled. Then it came to the point he's going to break down now. So he went to the chief and confessed, I am not really a seeker or devotee. I am a drug peddler. This is how I landed here. Please allow me to go. The chief said, nothing doing. If you are a criminal, and if I let you go, the name of this institution will be spoiled. I'm going to report to the police. He could not do anything. The chief reported the police. Police caught him and went to the court. The judge heard all the case and acquitted him. The police shouted, my lord, We have taken so much of pain to catch this such a notorious thing, and you are saying, you know what I just said? Look, he has already undergone more torture than the punishment he deserved. 6 months. With life he was going to be just impossible for him. He said he would have been better in the prison for 3 months. And he was acquitted. That made that drug better thing. See, even without my real willingness, I lived this life and I'm acquitted. So something must be great in this. So straight away went to the institution, met the same chief. He said, I'm acquitted. Means he can't do anything now. I would like to really join now. And he joined. It's an actual story. So that is what it made him think. But majority are what? Pashanna pashyati bodha. In spite of knowing the greatness of even this pursuit, leave alone the gaining the accomplishing the goal. Even the pursuit is so noble, which they know moment by moment, and yet they just ignore it. So Mudha, it is like this. See, a sannyasi, a ochre robe, signifies a great pursuit. And in our culture, Bharatiya culture, it has got a great respect. In Suta Samhita, which is from Skanda Purana, in the Suta Samhita, the second Khanda, Jnana Yoga Khanda, we find a verse wherein the greatness of this ochre robe is told. So it says, Durvritto va, Suritto va, Murkho va, Panditopi va, Vesha Matrena Sannyasi, Puja Sarveshwaro Yatha. Durvritto va, the person may be Durvritta, of bad conduct, or prohibited conduct, or Suritta, dharmic conduct, good conduct, lives strictly in accordance with the Shastras. So maybe again, Murkho va Panditopyo, a sannyasi who is of bad conduct or good conduct. Or Murkho va Panditopyo. Murkha has not studied in the Shastra at all. Doesn't know ABCD of Shastra. Or Pandita, great scholar, who has learned so many Shastras. But sannyasi is what? Vesha matrena sannyasi. Only because of donning a ochre robe, Vesha matra. Puja sarveshvaro yatha. He becomes adorable like Sarveshwara, Parameshwara. See the importance and the value for a sannyasi in our culture, because it signifies the highest pursuit of highest goal in life. Therefore, even the path itself is so adorable. So these people, they know it and yet ignore the real pursuit. So therefore, Mudha is really a fool Murkh. See, somebody told me in Gujarat, no, Gujarat, no, there are in our this there are certain states where sadhus are highly honored. Gujarat is known for hospitality of the sadhus. They treat very well. As far as South is concerned, they are skeptic about it. Even there is only Dandi Swami they will adore, but not others. Anyway, that depends on the territorial culture and all. In Gujarat, they say they adore the sadhus. But if they found someone not up to the mark, truly not so, but his behavior is questionable, even to such person, what they do is say, they throw him out. But one thing, they give him some packet of food, some money, and polite to say, go and get lost. No more here. They know he's a culprit. And yet they give something to him and send him. So that way, so these are the people, Pashan, why? Because Udara Nimittam Bahukruta Vesha. All these Vesha, all this external the exhibition, the Mundi, Jatila, Lunchitakesha, Kasha, Ambar, etc. Udara Nimittam, to just fill up the stomach. Nowadays, no. You know, nowadays, join political party, that's all. No qualification. Even if you want to be a Sipa in a good company, you need some qualification. Here, whether it is minister, chief minister, or anything, no qualification. Only qualification is by hook or crook, get the votes. That's all. They get. Even criminals, they enter politics. So whether power is there, no? Recognition there. Police can't do anything immediately. So this is how the Bahukrita Udara Nimittam, to fill up the stomach. So here, from the higher standpoint, so they take to this, which is detestable. One should be away from that, but take a lesson that knowing one's Swarup, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Bhagavad Jnana, Bhagavad Bhakti is the highest goal of life, which they are seeing and yet ignoring. We should take a lesson from that. And what denies them from taking to this pursuit seriously? Only one thing, that is this uh, desire. It is a desire for many things. It can be depend on the individual, that doesn't allow this person to take to higher pursuit of life, even when the body has become incapable of fulfilling desires. Yet the desire Do not leave him. He is totally gets oppressed by desire. So such plight is now being shown. Read 15.
Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam tundam Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapi na munchatyasha pindam Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam tundam Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapi na munchatyasha pindam भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे
Even if body has reached such a state, the desires don't leave the individual at all. What the plight is? What is the plight of this person now? Angam galitam. Anga means avayavas, limbs. All limbs of the body are galita means dropped, lost means are no more capable of functioning. He can't see properly, he can't hear properly, he can't bite properly, he can't walk properly, he can't digest properly. Kidney is not working, heart is failing, all is gone. The body is no more in the fit condition to function. Palitam mundam. Munda, palitam, because age, old age, it has become gray, or has become gray because of old age. Dashana vihinam jatam tundam. Tunda, that is mouth here. What? Dashana vihinam jatam. Has become teethless. They are dropped or removed. Nowadays they may say denture, but original teeth are not there. Here, of course. The Tunda word, Vakratunda. Vakratunda, who is that? Ganesha. Don't think that Vakratunda means what? He has got that trunk of an elephant and it bends, etc. The one whose mouth, this is what? Vakra, not straight, zigzag. No, there it is not that. Tunda means not mouth. Tundan vakrayatiti vakratunda. One who punishes, one who kills. Tunda means dushta people, wicked people. So that was vakratunda, vakratunda mahakaya. So they're different here, here they're different. Darshana vihinam jatam tundam. One whose mouth has become teethless. Vruddho yate grihitva danda. He is not able to walk properly, can't balance oneself, so he has to take the help of a stick. Vita danda. Even children also make fun of him, monkey, 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 monkey. He becomes a laughing stock for others. youngsters, etc. And yet, there is no maturity. The mind has not become mature for lack of viveka, discrimination. By such time, he should have developed perfect vairagya by taking lessons from the world. But unfortunately, the pull of the sense pleasures is so strong in spite of spending whole life long. He has not learned lessons. Instead of getting rid of desires, he has got more and more bundles of desires. That asha pinda, the mass of desires, they go on increasing only, not decreasing. Na munchati, it doesn't leave this person. What is asha, desire, we have already seen from Bhartrihari, Shloka, etc. It is so strong. You have become old, but the desire you have become is growing younger and younger only. Now there are others. So all these are lessons we have to take. It shows that extra effort, great viveka is required to get ourselves freed from the grip of desire. Don't take it lightly. It is like a crocodile, where when it will catch you by the neck, not known unless you sharpen your sword of viveka. If that is not there in this ocean of samsara, at times you may think that, oh, I have developed vairagya, etc. It can only be a passing phase, waiting for right moment to catch you by the neck. So in spite of such state of the body, which is not no more capable of striving to fulfill the desire, and desires do not give up, more and more bundle of them go on amassing. So that's why satsanga is required. Develop right values. See, muhu, muhu, vishaya dosha darshana. Repeatedly see the defects in sense indulgence. You need not do many things. One simple lesson of commerce. Find out whether your investment is worth your investment to gain the Vishaya Bhoga, the sense pleasures. Come on, tell me. You are expert in all this. What is your minimum investment that is indispensable to gain the sense pleasure? Come on. Tell me. If you are not, refer to Atma Bodha by Shankaracharya himself. You will not get readily there as well in investment, etc. Two indispensable things Shankaracharya has told in the very beginning of the text. One is Bhogayatana, second is Bhoga Sadhana. Suppose you want to have a shop. You should have a structure of shop now. The thatched hut or whatever maybe. There was something. Likewise, you should have a place where you can take to the pursuit of Vishaya Bhoga. What it can be, our physical body is the ayatana, abode, place of undergoing sense pleasure. Without this investment, can you proceed further? Impossible. But not sufficient. You should also have sadhana, means of undergoing bhoga, vishaya bhoga, sense pleasure. And that is our mind intellect. All experiences, joyous or sorrowful, are only through thoughts. Thoughts mean mind intellect, all this come. Without these two, bhoga in the physical body, bhoga sadhana, mind intellect, subtle body, you cannot have Vishaya Bhoga, sense pleasure. Now, when you take to these investment, bare minimum required, you have ordered chains of sorrows. How? Think, all sorrows are at physical and mental level. In sleep, when these two are not operating, there is no trace of sorrow. Unfortunately, their cause ignorance is there. So this is your investment. What are the returns then? You find out. Is it worth? You have to do karma. Karma phala, janma, marana, punarapi janam, punarapi marana, transmigration. Is it worth? Mothers who torture us, point of death, still more torturous. All ordered by who are your investment. Why you want Vishaya Bhoga? Now tell me, is this worth investment? You have ordered it. So therefore, this is not worth taking to. That viveka must be there. By wishful thinking, we may try to ignore it. What is this all high philosophy and all that? Da, 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 da. It may appear to be there, but no one can escape the fundamental problem of life. To be happy, to be away from sorrow, to live forever. impossible by this means of do and achieve. Sadhana, sadhya. Do karma, get the phala. It is not possible. Here the example is given. In spite of all this, Asha Pinda, this bundle of desire, doesn't live at all. Oh man, wake up, think, think in the right direction, and get guided by the Shastras, get guided by those who are highly knowledgeable, who themselves are on the path or have discovered the truth, and without expecting anything from you, they would like to share this out of love with you, so that just as they have come out of this problem of samsara, you also can come out of it, provided you take it to this pursuit in the right sense. Still further, the tyranny of this asha pinda, desire, is going to be described further. We'll see that. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।